Today's rant is brought to you by New Works Plumbing of Sacramento. Remember, New Works has a fix for you, and they're available around the clock, so if you happen to have an emergency in the middle of the night, no problem. New Works Plumbing will be there for you. Just check them out online, newwrxplumbing.com. Hey, join me later today, 3 p.m. Pacific. I will be live on Listen App. Hey, did you know that making $30 and $40 million a year and playing in the NBA is very stressful? Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, I know, I didn't realize that either, but that's what the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said to Yahoo Sports. Quote, I did watch a little bit of James and Ben's press conferences earlier today, talking about James Harden and Ben Simmons, and you're reminded that when you see them sitting up there on those podiums doing those interviews, these are human beings who in both cases have gone through very stressful situations. Yeah, very stressful indeed. Don't you feel bad for Ben Simmons and James Harden? Silver went on and said this, you want people to feel at the end of the day they have outlets for their stress, that they can be productive within their work setting. But I'm not surprised that we've seen some heightened flare-up of some issues, that might have otherwise been handled behind closed doors. But this is not the way I would have liked to see it happen. Ben Simmons makes just under $30 million a year. James Harden makes just over $40 million a year. But that is very stressful, the situations. I mean, how stressful was it for James Harden in the summer of 2020 when he acted so unprofessional and did not come to training camp on time and then reported out of shape and then was a malcontent and unprofessional and threw his teammates under the bus and forced his way to Brooklyn. And what happened in Brooklyn? Same thing. Teammates couldn't wait to have him leave the locker room, forced his way out, and got a trade to Philadelphia. Simmons, on the other hand, had his feelings hurt after the playoffs last year, refused to report to training camp. Then when he did show up, he got kicked out of practice by Coach Doc Rivers for being unprofessional. So stressful, the life that these guys have. Mr. Silver, you know what stress is? Being in the hospital with cancer, not being able to feed your family, having to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, being homeless. I think those are very stressful situations. I don't think playing in the NBA and making over $40 million a year is stressful, or as you put it, very stressful. Here's the bottom line. I don't think James Harden and Ben Simmons have dealt with reality. I don't think they know what reality is. I mean, can you be more unprofessional than these two have been? They have put themselves in the situations, the very stressful situations that they have found themselves in by their own actions. Not because of anybody else, but because of them. Raise your hand. I'm going to raise it before I even ask the question, because I know what the question is. Raise your hand if you would like to trade places with Ben Simmons and James Harden. I'm going to raise both hands. Hey, pay me $30 and $40 million to play in the NBA a year? Boy, I'll take that stress any freaking day of the week. Bring it on, would you please? You think James Harden is stressed out when he's on his private jet, flying to a city to get to his favorite strip club, eating caviar and drinking champagne on his private jet? I doubt it. I don't know James Harden. I've never asked James Harden that question, but I would seriously doubt it. I don't even know what to say anymore other than I'm going to shake my head. Adam Silver, watching the press conferences and then talking about their very stressful situations. Oh, poor James. Poor Ben. Don't we just feel awful for them? Oh, and I really hope that you extended some Valentine wishes on Monday. I really do. Because they need it. They absolutely need it. I got a commercial jet flying above me. You'll never see Simmons and Harden on that commercial jet being reminded every 2 minutes to put their mask on and to make sure their seatbelt is fastened. And no, don't get up when the aircraft is moving. Yeah, they don't deal with that on their private jets. Trust me on that. What a joke. Seriously, what a freaking joke. And that's my rant for today. It was a very stressful rant. So I'm going to lie down. I'm going to take a nap. Maybe get a massage. Because, when you talk for over 5 minutes doing a rant, it's stressful. I'm kind of flustered right now. I really am. Again, give me a thumbs up if you like what I had to say. Leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. And as always, thank you very much for watching Grant's Rant.